Okay, welcome to the Punk Rock Condition, episode 2 here of Hidden Gems, where today we're going to be taking a look at CIGAR. Um, Not so sure if these guys qualify as an unknown band, but they're certainly underappreciated in my estimation. And I think whatever following that they may have, they got in the 90s, and then for obvious reasons, because they took so long between releases, they may have slipped under the radar. So today's episode is to shine a light back on them, take a look at what they have done, and also kind of squeak in a little semi half reaction video to something that they did that I want to take a look at. So yeah, let's dive in on CIGAR. Okay, so here we are taking a look at their Spotify page. CIGAR, these dudes, they're a three-piece, but they had bassist switch out at some point from their old record to their new record. Big John's the drummer. Rami, or Remy, I think his name is Rami, is the singer. And back in the 90s, Fletcher from Pennywise, back when shit was happening, Fat Records was happening, Ep.2 was happening, but Fletcher had plans to do his own thing and started Theologian Records, and CIGAR was one of the bands on there that really kicked ass. So back in 1999, they put this record out here called Speed is Relative. And so John, their drummer, is actually in the Shins and probably has a legitimate career with good a bit of money, blah, blah, blah. But here, sitting in the back of his career, is this Speed is Relative record. So let's just take a listen to a couple little snippets of what they did early on, and then take a look at him playing. So this was their first record, Speed is Relative, 1999. Here's a little snippet of No More Waiting, the first song. And the bass is ridiculous too. So it's not just the drums; the bass is bouncing around. Speed, everyone's playing at 100 miles an hour here. Summerman whose colors inches thick, tried hard not to lose my way, but the teachers found their own. I've been around, but there's no more waiting. We all what I've learned now. Super cool. Mr. Hurtado, that second song is, I think they consider it one of their better songs. I'm certainly a fan. Let's skip ahead for a minute here. Just get a little dose. Mr. Hurtado, nothing's going well for you. After all these times of push and pull, it's hard to get things through. Mr. Hurtado, nothing's going well for you. Got no time to... Just a little dose there. I always liked this song later in the record here. This is a proper ass album though. 14 full songs, 40 minutes. So yeah, this Weight of the World song later in the album, or later on the record, number 11, was always one of my favorites on here. So that's a dose of who they are early on in the 90s. And I have no idea if because John was so good that CIGAR never took off, or whether or not they, why they didn't pursue it a little more accurately. But after like 22, 23 years, like last year or 2022, they came out of the woodwork and put out this new album called The Visitor. So if you missed that, it's pretty good. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it blew my mind or anything like that. But there are some killer tracks on here. Let's take a little snippet here. The second song. It's tough to accurately show you how nasty this is without playing the whole song, but here's a little bit of it. So good, man. And this third song, We Used To, really catchy, really awesome.
We used to look ahead to times that we're now looking back on. All the moments started on the map. Southern California went back on her promise for the times to fly, but not with us intact. We've all taken flight, leave our friends behind. Nothing understand. Our flags we recite, nothing can deny.
So yeah, just a little dose. That they only have 2 albums, right? So it's just the one from the '90s and then this one that came out a couple years ago. So if you like that little sound there, I suggest you go check out CIGAR a little more. They're really good. But the other thing I wanted to go over here, take a look at, is they did this thing called Bridge City Sessions YouTube channel, and they have like relatively like mid bands, like not too many big bands have done it, but some pretty killer bands, including CIGAR did this thing. So they'll go there and they'll play 3, 4, 5 live songs. So the Bridge City Sessions that CIGAR did was insanely impressive. Okay, so this song Classic You that's on The Visitor, let's just appreciate how fucking insane Big John is behind the drums. The guy's singing perfect harmonies, playing with a bare bones kit at 1 billion miles an hour, drilling everything. It's so fucking impressive. Okay, that's 25 seconds. Wrap your head around what those 3 guys just did in those 20 seconds. It's the 3 your bare bones kit, 3-piece, just so impressive. It really should make you laugh. It's that fucking impressive. Run out of words. funny thing is they haven't even gotten to the impressive part yet. It's a beautifully catchy, well-written song. And the bassist is low-key doing his thing. I love the vocalist. I love his tone. I love his attack. But prepare to marvel at Big John behind the kit going on here on out. It's baffling. Let's just run that transition back again so we can really... and keep in mind, I mean, he's singing and shit too. Not at this part, but in and out of it. Come on, man! And he don't quit. He keeps going. Offbeat. He's sitting there singing harmonies. Look at him, dude. It's so fucking awesome. Look at him. Just killing it. It's a beautiful song. I don't want to take too much of the attention away from how great the singer is and the songwriting just because how great the drummer is. It's just all around awesome, man. And here we go. Let's ride it out.
How we soon forget. It's always classic.
Oh! Baby. So they did, I think, like 4 songs. Those Bridge City sessions typically are 3, 4, 5 songs, whatever. So if you think it's cool, go to YouTube, Bridge City Sessions, CIGAR. Look at all the songs they did there. They did Mr. Hurtado on there, and then I think 3 of the newer tracks. So, yeah, CIGAR, man. They just don't get brought up a lot. I don't know if I've ever been in a conversation about them, really, other than with my brother. But it's impressive stuff. And if you haven't heard of them, it's not that difficult to get into them. They only have the 2 albums. What you hear in those little snippets is what you get. I mean, they're not particularly diverse. It's just 100 miles an hour, straight ahead, catchy, skate punk. And obviously Fletcher thought it kicked ass, so what could be cooler than that? So, yeah, man. Go check out CIGAR a little more. Let me know what you think of CIGAR, if you've been into them back in the day, what you thought of the new album when it came out. You know, if you've ever seen them live, anything like that regarding CIGAR, let me know. Hidden Gems Episode 2, CIGAR. See you on the next one.